Hey, my name is Dakota Anderson. I am 22 years old and I grew up in a household where my mom was white and my dad was black. And ladies, I know you're wondering, since my dad was black, yes, I do have a very long criminal background. A little more about myself, I have 2 kids, so that could mean one of 2 things. Either a female has found me sexually attractive at least twice in my lifetime, or all those years of watching the Bill Cosby Show reruns has finally fucking paid off. One thing most people know about me is I'm not really good with commitments, whether it's just telling somebody that I will hang out with them or just commitments in relationship in general. Like marriage, that's a scary thing for me. I don't get it. And one kind of a relationship or marriage that I think would break up more often than anything is like a lesbian marriage, because like I love fucking chicken Alfredo, but you're gonna get tired of eating the same thing over and over, don't you think? I mean, obviously that's a joke, and I hope anybody who's getting married or has been married, I hope your relationship lasts, but it's really just not for me. Another thing I'm really not good at, although I'm a great parent, I'm not good at parenting. And when I say I'm not good at parenting, I don't mean like I'm going to throw him in a closet till his mom gets home. I mean more like the patience aspect of it. Like he could slap me across the face and I'm ready to fight him like he is a grown-ass man. Like, I need to understand that he doesn't know what he's doing most of the time, but in my brain, I'm like, no, he fucking knows that he just slapped me across the face and he wants to throw down. And like, on one hand, I need to understand he doesn't know what he's doing, but on the other hand, I'm like, the things he does right now, I hope don't carry on for the rest of his life. Like, I could be looking him dead in the eye and I can say, hey, do you need a diaper change? And he'll just rip it off and go prancing around the house like, hey dad, I'm naked. Like for you, that might be funny. But I'm thinking like 14 years down the road when he's getting ready for homecoming. And I'm like, hey bro, you got your tux? And he just comes helicoptering his dick around saying, hey dad, I'm ready to go to homecoming. Like, I know taking your diaper off is probably normal toddler behavior, but the way my brain works is either I'm thinking really far ahead or I'm just thinking of the weirdest things. Like, have you ever thought about how freaked out the first guy who ever heard a parrot talk must have been? Can you even imagine how many innocent parrots were killed because someone heard a parrot talk and they were like, demon! Like, seriously, just sit there and imagine. You're sitting there in the forest or a cave or dragging another cave woman by the hair or some shit, and out of nowhere a parrot flies by and he goes, ah, how you doing? That's some scary shit if you're the first person to ever experience that. Like, to you and I, that's normal shit. Like, we hear a parrot talk and we're like, oh, that's cool. I've seen fucking Fruit Loop commercials before. But, like, this was the first guy who ever experienced that, and he's probably thinking, back ye foul beast. Another thing I think about, although it's not as random or crazy or funny, is just the way things work in this world. Like, I'm sitting and watching my TV and I see one of those commercials about donating 10 cents and that could feed a kid for a month, and it's always in Africa. Have they always been poor? Like, not only have they always been poor, but how the fuck are you feeding a kid off of 10 cents a month? Because I need to figure out how to do that for 2 so I can have more money in my pocket. Like, not even 10 cents for my kids. Like, if you could teach me how to feed myself off 10 cents a month, that'd be great, because I'm fucking fat. Honestly, I know since I'm talking about an area that's predominantly black that this video is going to get called racist or whatever you guys want to call it. And I get it. But I also think it's funny. Like, there's a lot of things that I find funny that the average person wouldn't find funny. Like, I was joking with someone earlier that I was going to do a career change that I'm really not going to do. But they were like, hey, what are you going to change your career to? And I said I was going to be a commentator for porn, for the blind people that can't watch it so they know what's going on. Meanwhile, they're like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, so you're telling me that wouldn't be a good career move? Like, the background music's going boom, 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 and then out of nowhere you hear my voice just, and he slowly entered his man meat into her FDA approved packaging. Needless to say, I did not get a text message back after that, but I thought it was fucking hilarious. Alright, that's enough video for today. I want to get home. I'm tired. I've sat in my truck and shot this for long enough. Plus, I don't want to use up too much material so that there's potential for another video like this if you guys do enjoy it. If you did enjoy it, click like and share it to whoever you think it would be funny, because I would really appreciate that. Subscribe if you haven't, because if you haven't, why the fuck not? And have a good one, guys.